Hey, what is up, beautiful Bellcast listeners? I don't think we do this enough, and I'm going to start doing this. Hi, I'm Gio.
Hi, I'm Bart.
And like really good either YouTubers or podcasters, like they introduce themselves.
Well, really good YouTubers, they do a whole array of things. It'll
Yeah.
be like this. Hey, I'm Bart. And if you haven't seen the last episode, click down
Yeah,
here.
we
And if you
suck.
don't know, we also own a gym. So click over there. And before we get to the topic, which you really want to hear about, which is the last crazy thing that happened last week, make sure you buy some merch. Like they're really good at plugging everything and everything.
Man, we suck. We're just here having a good old time, not thinking about shit other than going, hey, we got some cool shit we want to share with you guys today. And today I actually I'm gonna segue into what I want to talk about.
Yeah.
You're always sharing these really cool, like heart-wrenching and fucking hilarious stories of like your military career. And like, I know we've briefly talked about it, and like, depending on like where you follow us, you can hear snippets of it like on JK News, some on our videos, and just wherever you've been. But we've never really like sat down and talked about like some of the crazy shit that you had to go through, like in one place. So that's kind of what I want to talk about today.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So I guess I want to lead into like, I just want to make sure if there's nothing else that we talk about, I just want to make sure that we can highlight all the fucking brutal I don't want to say hazing because that's completely the wrong word, but like
Training.
not
Molding.
training, molding that happened. Yeah. So if someone like didn't make
Strengthening.
so if someone didn't make their bed, like what happened to them? Like what were those punishments, if you will?
Yeah, so I think like just like everyone else that isn't in the military, you are kind of fooled when joining in the military, not in a bad way, but like you see the posters, right? And you see like these commandos, like their eyes coming out of the water, and then they have like this really cool camo paint, or you'll see some guy like mud crawling and there's like barbed wire and there's like so like that's what you think 365. Like when I go in boot camp, that's hardcore what's gonna happen. So you think you're gonna live like
A G.I. Joe?
But that is actually the minimal part of boot camp. So in boot camp, majority of boot camp is actually what they call games, which is they're just fucking with you nonstop.
That's the part I want to talk about. That shit's funny. Because
Yeah,
it's
so-
not happening to me.
Yeah, so you get nonstop games to the part that when you actually do the actual military style training, that military style training part actually becomes easy, and you're thank God finally we're here. So for example, like a typical day, you're sleeping and then you wake up at like 5 a.m. And then the drill instructor will come in and then they'll turn on the lights and it's like lights. So immediately you have to jump out of bed. You have to jump right in front of your rack. So if you're living on the top bunk, you have to be even faster than the guy on the bottom because you got to jump right in front and you all line up and immediately, I don't know
Rack is your bunk?
your rack is your bed.
Okay.
And I don't know how it's done in the Army or Air Force, but I can only tell about the Marine Corps, which is the hardest boot camp. So it's the one that matters.
And this is what year?
This is back in 2003.
Okay, it's been a minute.
So you start counting off to make sure you have roll calls. It goes 1, 2. So you snap your head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, all the way, and you count everyone that's there. So you do a roll call in under 60 seconds, and you
Everyone
count.
has their own number?
Yeah, everyone's assigned a number at wherever your rack you're
Do you
at.
remember what your number was?
No, because it gets moved around. Like if you become squad leader, you move over here. This guy drops out, breaks his leg, he's out. Like and then there's like
The number is where your station is. So like
it's
your
where
rack.
your rack is.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's just and then there's different phases. There's phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. So you're in different squad bays, which is where all the racks are. So your number changes all the time. But yeah, so you count off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, blah, blah, and you count off and you pretty much take roll in under 60 seconds. And then so it's immediately, if you like to wake up and like stretch that type of person,
Yeah, I'm out.
that shit's out the window. You're up and it's immediately 100 miles an hour. So now the first thing that you have to do is get dressed. And when you get dressed by the numbers, meaning you don't get dressed on your own. The drill instructor tells everyone how to get dressed. So everyone put on your shirt right now. So you're immediately opening up your Foot Locker and you're putting it on. Oh, you want to move fucking slow? Take that shit off right now. So you're taking it off now. Put it back on right now, and you put it back on. Take it off right now.
The whole.
Everyone's moving fast like that. All 90 people, 60 people, whatever. On right now, off right now, on right now. Oh, you want to move fucking slow? All right, everyone run to the head right now. Head is the bathroom. So everyone's now sprinting down. Oh, you want to move fucking slow? Everyone go the fuck outside right now. So we all go outside and we're in the dirt. It's 5 a.m. Still dark.
No shirts. Half shirts.
Half shirts. Fucking. Who knows what kind of games we're playing? Because they could put on your fucking trousers right now, and then you put on. Oh, take that shit off right now. Oh, put it right back on right now. So by the time you hit the dirt outside, you could have maybe one sock on. You could have one boot on. You could have your trousers at your ankles.
And essentially, everyone should be at the same pace.
Yeah, everyone is fucked. And then you're out there, and then now you're doing burpees. Get the fuck down. You're fucking. And then you're doing push-ups or doing sit-ups. And then now they go around kicking dirt in your face. This is 5 a.m. still. Kicking dirt in your face.
Good morning.
Spitting in your face. Oh, you want to move fucking slow? You want to move fucking slow, motherfucker? Get the fuck back inside. So everyone goes back inside. And now if they really want to fuck with you, and sometimes they do this because drill instructors have the best sense of humor ever. They won't put on the clothes in the order it's supposed to go on. So they might tell you to put on your shoes, your boots.
No.
Lace them up, and then now put your socks over your boots. Put your fucking socks over your fucking boots right fucking now. Put on your fucking socks.
You've done that?
And you're trying to stretch the shit out of them. And you're like, and then now they have the audacity to go, oh, you want to move fucking slow, motherfucker? Get the fuck back outside. So now you're going all the way fucking back outside. More spit in your face. We have a visitor. Hey, this is awesome. Our first time having a visitor. Taika just came in and just started dancing.
Say hello.
Hello.
Say hi, everyone.
Hi.
I felt like the way he came in was playing Crystal Dolphin in his mind.
Okay. Hey, Tucker, you gotta go back with Grandma.
So this is our first visit from Taika.
You have to go with Grandma.
Cute guy.
Okay, go down. You have to go with Grandma.
No, you have to go that way. You have to go that way.
Come on. This way. I'll give you ice cream. Oh, Grandma's gonna give you
Ice cream?
This was awesome.
So that's the reason why we were filming podcasts at 4 a.m. Thank God Grandma's starting to come back now because it's like phase 2 in California. So it's okay for her to come back, but it's still not the same because Taika is really fast. He's a ninja. And as you can see, he just popped in like this.
That was awesome. He came in like this.
Yeah.
Okay. So they were like, oh, you want to move fucking slow, motherfucker? And then they have a funny sense of humor because they're making you put clothes on and
backwards, or they'll put your camis on first and then put your underwear over the camis. So they'll just straight fuck with you. And then you go outside, kick dirt on you. So now you have fucking dirt and their spit all stuck on you and you're sweating. So it's all mixed in and you're nasty as fucking. Oh, you want to move fucking slow? So you're from the minute that you wake up at like 5 a.m., you're being fucked with for a good amount of time. And then now the first thing is breakfast, which is chow. And then so when you go to breakfast, all of the this is the crazy part. And this is the part that I really, really like from boot camp. And I took a lot away from it, which is you actually don't know how many freedoms and liberties that you have. Because when you're just waking up and you have the choice to walk around and you have the choice to do the things that you want, you don't really realize that you actually have those choices. You take everything for granted.
yeah.
So when we know that there's breakfast and by law we have to have breakfast by like, I don't know, before 7 a.m. In my mind, no matter how much we're getting fucked with, I'm like, thank God we're going to have breakfast soon. We're going to have breakfast soon. We're going to have breakfast soon. So you look,
Oh my
you search for that light at the end of the tunnel so bad because you don't know when this hazing is going to stop.
Is there like visible like clocks
There's
anywhere?
no clocks. Zero clocks.
Oh
You just
my
know it's going to
God.
happen. You just know it's going to happen. And then so even time when you're done being fucked with, all of our clothes are on now, and now we're all lined up outside. When it's time to get breakfast, it's a run. Like you do not walk in boot camp. For like the whole 13 weeks in Marine Corps boot camp, you are always running. So when you're done, you're lined up. Now we're running and we're going there to the chow hall. When you go in the chow hall, you're getting your food. And when you sit down, the breakfast that I'm looking forward to is actually really like only like a 3-minute breakfast.
Oh
So
my God.
Yeah, you go there, you get your food, you're sitting there, your feet are at a 45-degree angle, you're looking straight forward. Because the minute your eyes go like this, and you're just trying to be nosy, like, oh, you want to be fucking nosy, motherfucker? You're fucking done. They take your food, throw milk on your face, slap all the food. You're fucking done. Get the fuck outside. And then you're getting hazed.
Because you're not supposed to
again.
talk to anyone or see.
At least in phase 1, it's the roughest. So now you're getting hazed again, and you're hungry because you do need nutrients because you're burning thousands and thousands of calories a day. And you're like, fuck, why the fuck was I so nosy? Why the fuck did I just look over there
Did
for
that
a
ever
split
happen
second?
to you?
Nah. Like the minute I saw that shit happen, every time I ate, so you're supposed to eat like directly bring food to your mouth. You don't.
Oh, you're never supposed to like.
No, you're
bow
not.
down?
You're not
Okay.
a dog. So you're just there. You're going like this, and you're just. I see that shit happening in the peripheral where people are just getting chocolate milk thrown in their face, and I'm like, fuck that, because I'm fucking hungry. I need my food, and back when I was in the Marine Corps, I don't know how it is now. You know, like when they say back in my day, it was harder. So
Hell yeah. I mean, it's almost going to be 20 years now for you.
I've seen drill instructors straight up stand on the dining table with their boot on their food. Eat now, eat, you want to hurry up? And they'll start stuffing food in, start spitting on your food. Eat that shit, motherfucker. And they're stuffing bread in people's mouth. I think there's like things calmed down back then.
And now you mean?
Now, and then so that is
very traumatizing.
But that's the breakfast that I'm looking forward to because that's better than eating dirt outside, you know?
True. Very true.
Yeah.
Holy fuck, that's fucking funny. Okay, so yeah, I like that you're walking me through as soon as your eyes open. Kind of going back a little bit, when your eyes opened and you were getting ready, did anything ever happen to you there? Did you ever fuck up?
I actually had pretty minimal fuck ups on my own.
I think your mom trained you
My
well.
mom actually did train me well, and I think I adapt very quickly. And I adapt very quickly, and I think I'm a very intense person. So I will actually thrive in that environment. Like, I'm an all or nothing guy. You know me, right? So like, I like to go 100 miles an hour. So the people that get fucked with the most are the sandbaggers. So if they're like, get the fuck outside right now, I'm fucking sprinting as hard as I can going out there. I'm gonna keep sprinting until I die.
Do they ever rain down on you because you're just kind of overachieving?
Not yet. No.
What do you mean yet?
I haven't seen it.
Oh, okay. So if they tell you to run and you're fucking sprinting and it's kind of exaggerated how you're doing it because you want to be so good at it, I guess.
Yeah.
They won't be on your case?
No, because that's the Marine Corps culture, actually.
Oh, okay.
So I was watching this like military contest thing on, I think it was either the Discovery Channel or History Channel or Military Channel, one of those channels that's owned by Nat Geo or whatever. And I was like, oh my God, this is so funny because you could totally tell the military culture and how they're trained. So they took 2 special forces guys. One of them is Tim Kennedy, which is my idol. They took 2 former Marines that are now military contractors over there, and then 2 Russian special ops guys.
Holy fuck.
And then they wanted to compete in like some military games to see like how they would perform.
Yeah.
And it's so funny because it's literally the culture of the military. So one of the ones that I watched, it was you have one driver in like an off-road dune buggy type thing. There's another guy with the rifle, and you're going through this zigzag town, and there's going to be like 17 bad guys or something that you have to shoot. Some of them though are held hostage, which means
you can't shoot them.
The good guy is in front, the bad guy's head's here. So if you miss,
and it's all timed?
You can kill the hostage. Yeah.
Okay.
So
they're just posters.
like at metal targets.
Okay.
So you know, bing, bing, bing.
Okay, so you can hear it.
Yeah.
Go.
So like when the Marines go, the minute they go, it's like ready, 3, 2, 1. The driver just goes, "Bah!" He's going, I'm going to go fucking 100%. The guy's just like, he's just going crazy. And they
killing all hostages.
And yeah, so like the first turn that they took, there was 3 bad guys hidden there. They were going so fast, they missed them.
it?
They didn't even see them. Then they saw the hostage. I think they killed the hostage. They shot the hostage like twice in the chest. Dish, dish, dish. And afterwards they're done. They're like, yeah, I think we fucking did good. High-fived each other, right?
Fucking meatheads.
Yeah, so that's honestly the Marine Corps culture. It's just 100%. So I don't think you'll ever get dinged for that. On the flip side, the Special Forces guys, they
seem suave.
Yeah, they're all about teamwork, and they're all about being surgical. So the minute they go 3, 2, 1, they're communicating. All right, I'm gonna go with this. I'm gonna go about this. Blah 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 blah. When I make a
That's
left
amazing.
turn, I'm gonna go make a left turn. You're gonna feel the weight going to the right. So when you're shooting,
You
make sure you go over here.
Neanderthal.
So one guy is like, as the guy is driving, he noticed he can be eyes. So he's calling out targets.
Amazing.
So that the other guy, he already knows what the next target's gonna be. Oh, behind the barrel. So as he's shooting this guy, he's looking for a barrel. Bing, 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 bing. So of course they won, right? The Russian guys, they're just like their stereotypical Russian.
They just had a grenade and they go, go. And then he comes out with the knife and fucking starts throwing it at them.
Well, for them, they're like, it's okay. Like 2 people died. This is not bad.
Fucking kill them all. Let
Yeah.
God sort them out.
Yeah. So because that's the Marine culture,
You don't get dinged.
You don't really get dinged at this basic boot camp level. Maybe later on when you like try out for any special ops where teams are really important, you probably do. But at least in the Marine Corps, because like in the
That's
at the
funny.
boot camp phase, you're trying to take a civilian and turn them into a Marine. So I think with that regard, there's not too, you can't be too Marine yet.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Okay. On that note, it's a perfect place to stop and introduce our first sponsor.
Thank you to our sponsor, BlueChew. Remember when you could just get your power drill up,
I know it changes
At
when you
any
get
time.
older.
even for you too?
Yeah.
Because it used to just be like a leaky oil faucet, right?
Yeah. No, not these days, man.
Now
it's
like
been
what-
different.
Now it's like that gas station in the middle of the desert where you're like, and there's like one little drop.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah,
it's a
so-
dollop for sure.
So yeah, guys, remember when you can get it on like that, and you just even the thought, or even just like your jeans touch you funny, and then you're just like, whoa, ready to go. It definitely changes as you get older. So what's dope about BlueChew? It brings you the first chewable with the same FDA approved active ingredient as Viagra and Cialis. And BlueChew is prescribed online by licensed physicians, so you don't have to go to the doctor's office, which can be embarrassing, or wait in the pharmacy, and it ships right to your door in a discreet package. So if you've been wanting to have a little bit extra help, to be a little bit more confident, this is for you. And right now we have a special deal for our listeners. Go to BlueChew.com. That's BlueChew.com. Your first shipment is free.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Ooh.
if you use the code BEAW, BEAW, you have to pay the shipping cost, which is $5, but the shipment itself is free. Again, that's BlueChew, BlueChew.com with the promo code BEAW. Try it for free. So there's technically no risk. Even if you feel like you're good right now, and if you feel that extra boost, just try it and see if you like it. And BlueChew is the better, cheaper, faster choice, and we thank them for sponsoring this podcast.
And we're back. Okay, so you can't get dinged for giving them what they want, 100% or 100 miles per hour.
The people that do get fucked with, though, so when they go, get the fuck outside, I'm sprinting my ass off, and then whoever's giving their 100%, that's awesome. The people that are like, oh, fuck, this is our first one. I know I got breakfast later, and you can tell they're trying to conserve energy. Those are the ones that get fucked up. Like, oh, you want to fucking move slow? Those are the people that get fucked up.
The sandbaggers, you said.
Yeah.
Okay. So now in this day, a day in the life of a Marine in boot camp,
Yeah.
we've got to the 3 minute
6 a.m. pretty much.
the 3 minute breakfast.
Yeah.
Now what happens?
So after breakfast, my company, my senior drill instructor, like he was a super jacked dude. So he was all about fitness and getting yoked, which I liked because I'm also a meathead. So every time after breakfast, it's time to do pull-ups. And also what he did is there's this thing called double rat, which is double rations. So double rations, so trying to turn a civilian into a Marine, there's multiple ways. So if you're too skinny, they'll prescribe you double rations so you can get double the calories and get bulked up. If you're too fat, they need to bring you down. So they'll half your rations, right? So you only get half the food that everyone else gets. But my senior drill instructor was such a meathead. Anyone that can do over 20 pull-ups is a double rat. They don't care. So you could be super big already. They're like, but you're good. You can move your weight. So if you want to eat double food, you earned it. So I was a double rat because I could do 20 pull-ups. So that was one thing that I focused on a lot, was just making sure that every single time I was doing 20 pull-ups. And
Why are pull-ups the only thing and so important?
I think that's the one thing that really sets the Marine Corps apart from the other branches, because all the other branch physical fitness tests is a run, push-ups, and like some sort of sit-up. Marines, they consider push-ups like too pussy. So they make it pull-ups. So it's like run, pull-ups, and then the sit-ups or whatever.
Okay.
So that's one like thing that separates the Marines from like everyone else. So that's why they hold a lot of pride in it. Even though they're
that's it. When you go to conventions and shit, that's the one thing that they want you to do.
That's why the Marine Corps has a pull-up bar. Like that's their thing.
Okay.
And then so if you ever see any other branch doing it, they're copying.
Oh.
Okay. But now that, I mean, it's also different now. It's 2020.
2003.
Yeah, there's way different physical fitness tests. There's like I've heard like some physical fitness test has dummy drags in it now. So I know things changed a lot.
You know, if you had a kid when you left the Marine Corps, he would be 17 right now.
Wow.
Is that math? Is that proper math?
Because when I left the Marine Corps, or when I joined.
Joined.
Yeah, 17.
Holy shit.
And you know what's crazy is there are a lot of new fathers that join the military. So that's not unrealistic. Like there's people, especially in like those buttfuck nowhere, like towns like McAllen, Texas or whatever. The reason they join the military is like they knocked up a chick when they're like 17 or 18.
And they need to get fast cash.
And they're like, oh shit, I need a real job. And so they're like, I'll join the military. You can get a 20-year, 30-year career if I do well and I can retire off of it. It's actually a really good, stable gig. And then they join. And then when they graduate boot camp, I see their wives come in with their baby and it's like a 17-year-old holding like a 1-year-old. It's crazy.
Yeah, he'd be 17 right now, or she. Okay, so catch us back up.
Yeah, so after that you do pull-ups. And
how does anyone get fucked with there?
You get a little bit of alone time there just doing your own pull-ups, which is kind of cool. So this is the time which is dope, which I was able to get in a couple fights. Because like in boot camp, you're also gonna meet. So in boot camp, at least the time that I went, it's majority white and Mexican. That's like the military. It's like white, Mexican, black, and then maybe like I was maybe 1 or 2 Asians out of my whole platoon out of like 90 people. Company
platoon is the same thing?
No, so a company is made up of a bunch of platoons.
Oh, okay.
So you have a squad, which is like 12, 13 people in the military. Couple of squads make up a platoon. So if you think of just one row, that's a squad. Couple squads, which is couple rows, make a platoon. So a platoon is like a nice little rectangle, and a bunch of rectangles make up a company. Yeah.
Got it.
And then a bunch of companies make up a battalion.
Oh,
so
shit.
it's like it's very, very organized, which is really cool.
I like that.
It's super organized, and that's why like things can happen fast. Like that's why you can like deploy 1,000 Marines in like a couple hours, because it just goes battalion commander tells their company commanders tell their platoon commanders, the platoon commander tells their squad leaders, and boom, everyone's ready to rock and roll real fast.
Love it.
Yeah, so we do our pull-ups, and this is also the part where you could get into some fights, which is really cool.
Let's talk about those.
So I got into one fight because in boot camp, I was a squad leader, which is like a leadership position, and I was really proud to be able to hold that. And my rack was all the way in the back. So from the front to the back, I was all the way in the back. And the first phase of boot camp, everyone's lined up according to height because that's what looks the best. Like when they're marching, you don't want to see like a whole platoon looking like zigzag. Yeah. So you want the tallest in the front, and you want the shortest.
That's how
it
should be in life.
And with the Marine Corps,
I'm 5'11", so
with the Marine Corps culture, not so long ago, there was a height requirement for Marines. So if you were 5'10" or below, you're not joining. You're not in there.
How'd you get in?
They lifted that.
Oh, okay.
So
that's crazy.
So with that being said, there's a lot of tall fucking Marines because a lot of people that are generational Marines, like my dad, my grandfather was a Marine, they're all still part of that. So even though, in my opinion, I'm average height, like 5'8", 5'9", in the Marine Corps, I'm actually really short. So I'm back there with the 5'3" guys, and I'm like, dude, can you tell there's a huge difference?
Yeah, I can't tell.
Yeah, but with me,
5'3", 5'9" looks the same to me.
Yeah, but with me and someone that's 6'6", it's like there's a huge difference.
You don't even want to play along. I just sound like a bitch.
Why? I did play along.
No, you didn't, because you're so into your story that I'm trying to talk shit to you, and you're like, yeah. And I'm like, oh man, I just feel like a bitch.
Oh, fine,
I'm going to back off.
Fine, I'm sorry. Well, we're almost the same height anyways.
Almost. No, 2 inches is 2 inches, boy.
2 inches. Thank you for calling me boy.
So you were in the back.
So I was in the back, and then in the squad bay, which is the area where all our racks are, in the middle is called the drill instructor highway. That's where the drill instructors run up and down, and they're
running too.
They're running. Oh fuck yeah, they're running.
So no one just no one
3 times more intense than you are. So they're running
good.
up and,
I like that.
Yeah, they're running up and down and getting people moving. And then so no recruits are allowed to be in the middle. And by the way, you're called recruits because you haven't earned the title Marine yet. So you're still a recruit.
Oh, right. Because that's what's gonna break it's gonna separate the men from the boys.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So I was a squad leader. And so for me to get my squad out in time, it's really hard because I'm all the way in the back. So I asked my senior drill instructor, I'm like, this recruit requests permission to speak. You always have to, everything before you do anything, you have to request permission. This recruit requests permission to speak to the senior drill instructor, Staff Sergeant Marine. What the fuck do you want? I'm like, this recruit requests permission to drill instructor highway because this recruit is in the back and wants to get his squad out fast. He goes, go ahead. So cool. So now I have privileges and I'm like, get the fuck out, everyone else. So I'm like a little drill instructor now. One of our drill instructors had to go out to some duty. So we got a substitute drill instructor that came in. And one day he saw me running up and down the drill instructor highway. Of course, they're not going to pass on frivolous information because there's 90 people. They're not going to be like, hey, recruit Quan is allowed to use the drill instructor highway. So he just sees me, one little ass Asian recruit running around up and down. He goes, what the fuck? Get the fuck out of my highway. So I'm like, this recruit has permission from, and before I could even finish the explanation that senior drill instructor let me, he goes, shut the fuck up. Another guy, he looks at me that was standing there. He goes, that's right, bitch. Just as that's right, bitch. And then I'm like, I look at him. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, all right, cool. So
you're like, I remembered your face.
I remember your face. Just wait till we do pull-ups. So we run out and, like in an environment like that where everyone is, the people that don't want to be racist are at least ignorant. So they're saying dumb shit, calling you geisha, fucking Ching Chong, Jackie Chan, like all that ninja shit.
So that's not the racist?
That's not even the racist stuff.
Okay, those are the ignorant ones?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's already them like fucking like, hey, would you like your AR-15? Like that's already like, that's them thinking they're polite. That's not even the racist part. So that you can imagine.
They're trying to make you feel at home. I get it.
And you can imagine the spotlight on you. You know what I mean? Like anywhere I walk, like you could just be like, oh, fucking that slant-eyed motherfucker. Like 30 years ago, my grandpa was fucking killing your whole family. And now this guy's here next to me. What the fuck? So,
Damn.
You can already feel that. So because of that, I also had something to prove. I'm the only Asian here, so I got a rep for my Asian brothers and sisters.
And you were in the back.
And I was in the back. So, and I was a leader, and then this fool fucking just stepped to me like that.
And he's what? What's
questioning my authority. He's calling me a little bitch. I'm like, all right, cool. So we go and get to the pull-up bar for breakfast or lunch. I forgot which one this was.
This is the following day? Oh, same day.
Immediately. I'm going to do this ASAP. I like to take care of things as soon as possible. So I see him doing pull-ups. Right when he gets off the bar, I grab the back of his head and I slam it against the pull-up bar. And then he goes, what the fuck? And he turns around. I'm like, you want to call me a bitch, motherfucker? He goes, whoa. I'm like, put your fucking hands up right now. He goes, no, I didn't mean it like that. I'm like, how the fuck did you mean bitch?
I know. How do you mean it, you fucking
And then
guy?
I just think that he either
underestimated your fucking...
He just never, a lot of people have like run the mouth and never really get checked.
Oh, they don't get checked.
So either that or he thought I was like some Asian guy he could step on or whatever. So yeah, that's all it took. And then I could tell he was too pussy to actually fight me. So I'm like, if he's too pussy to fight me, I'm not going to be a bully and beat up a coward, So I was just like, as long as he remembers this lesson, then I just walked away. So I didn't beat his ass, but I guess it wasn't even a fight. It was just me slamming his head against the pole. So, yeah, so that's pull-up bars. That's like kind of like what I guess like in jail it would be like the yard time where you get just a little bit of free time, so you can let a little. That's where like
what is that, like 10 minutes?
Less than 10, like 5 minutes. So that's where you get to let a little shenanigans fly, and that's when I get to like like
when you're explaining these 5 minutes to me, because of the pace that everything moves,
it's 100 miles an hour.
It feels like you had a good like 10 minutes.
It's 5, maybe 3.
I know, but I'm just saying at the pace that it moves. For you guys, it probably felt like 5 or 10.
Oh yeah, it feels like, thank God.
Yeah.
Okay, now back up. It feels like that, like literally like one breath. So after that, then you usually run to like if we don't have some training exercise, then we have classrooms. You learn about Marine Corps history, like tactics, like stuff like that. So you're running from the pull-up bar and you're running to your classroom.
All sweaty and stuff.
Yeah, you're constantly running nonstop. And then so you run there, you sit in the classroom. Thank God there's finally AC. And then you get to
because this happens around what is it season, like is it every year, like every month? Or
It's
is
constant,
it like,
yeah.
Oh, okay.
So different season boot camps have different challenges
So I'm assuming you went, because you went right after high school. So for you, it was in the summer.
in the summer. So it was hot as fuck. And it was in San Diego. So
Okay.
it was fucking hot. And then you have other people that go in the winter, and I'm sure it's cold as fuck. So it's just, there's just no, and since boot camp is 3 months long, you're going to end up experiencing 2 seasons. So there's no way around it. You know, it's just going to be tough.
Okay.
And so you go to the classroom, and because you're so fucking tired, so malnourished, people start falling asleep. And then there's this thing where it's called hooking each other up, which is slapping each other in the back of the head to wake each other up as, because if you don't, then the drill instructor's going to slap you.
Isn't that distracting during like lessons?
Like hearing like that. It is, but it's part of being a Marine.
So the instructor, he gets it.
So just like, hook him up, please.
Oh,
Wait, hook him up. Oh, hook him up.
okay.
Yeah. So you just go bam. And because you're so frustrated and just so hard, like people can't wait to unleash and like hit someone else. You know what I mean?
So you're waking the fuck
Because
up.
they've been talked down to, like, so they're just like, they just can't wait. So there's that part. And then usually after like classroom, then there's also like training, like all the stuff that you see in the movies, like obstacle courses. So you're running to the obstacle course, and then you do the obstacle course. And when you finally get to the obstacle course, that's the stuff you're like, yes, that's the stuff I saw in the movies. That's the stuff I saw on the poster.
But at this point, you're so like tired and exhausted.
Exactly. So it's not even fun. Like you see like this thing that's like a rope, right? And there's like some mud water, and then you jump on it and you swing across. Like when you see it in the movies, or if you just see it just then and there, you're like, hell yeah, that seems kind of fun. Like just being Tarzan. But not after you just stuffed your socks over your boots.
Ate a bunch of ate a bunch of mud.
Ate a bunch of mud. Someone just talked fucking shit to you. And then now you get there and then you're like, fuck, I gotta do this fucking rope thing. But then to me though, that was like, thank God, this is what I signed up for. Yay. So I couldn't wait to grab onto that and swing. And I love that stuff.
Okay. And on that note, we are going to take a quick little break and introduce our next sponsor. All right. And thank you to our sponsor, Figs, a company that I absolutely love. As soon as I heard about it, they sell a bunch of scrubs in different styles with different features and functionality in a way, way better, cuter, trendier looking way. I know right now we have a lot of people that in the medical field are just working constantly. They're on their feet for many, many hours. So there's no reason why they should be in scrubs that are just not comfortable and just don't have the functions that Figs does. So I actually have a couple friends in the medical field, and I recommended Figs to them because these are our favorite traveling pants because they have jogger style. So the old style of scrubs are pretty boxy. They're kind of that rough material. They're not the cutest colors and they're not very flattering. So when I was introduced to Figs, we were like, yeah, we want to try the joggers. We try them.
It's light, breathable, feels good. I don't get like sweaty crotch when I'm traveling, which I usually do because the airplane is really hot.
Yeah. And they're high-waisted. They have that yoga, what is this called? Like waistband. So they're super comfortable. There's a bunch of pockets for everything that you can possibly think of or need to carry. And again, I highly recommend it for anyone in the medical field. Cause yeah, I think just the way it looks, they're super cute. They're super comfortable. They have a lot of functionality and features, like I said. And yeah, like why wouldn't you just want them? So for you guys listening right now, you guys are going to get 15% off for a limited time. So go to wearfigs.com. That's wearfigs.com and enter code BELL at checkout. Again, it's wearfigs.com. Enter code BELL at checkout. And we're back. Okay. So continue.
So the funny thing about this is in boot camp, it's if you do good, you're gonna be faced with racism. If you do bad, you're faced with racism. So for example, if I swing across the fucking rope, they're like,
Ninja.
God damn, you fucking ninja.
I knew it.
If I don't make it, I thought you're supposed to be a fucking ninja.
Okay.
So it's like, no matter what, it's always that. But so for me, I have, this is one of the reasons why I'm quite fond of racism. I think that there's a lot of camaraderie that can be built.
You mean just name calling? Because it's not really racism. Because racism is some other like heavy shit.
I guess it stems from it. It's all part of the same family, you know? It's not the drunk uncle of racism. It's kind of the nice aunt of racism. So it comes from the same family. And so,
you just explain, because I don't get it.
so there's a part of that racism that I actually like.
Like what? What do you like about it?
I like that people can be so real that they can call each other the most heinous things. And it doesn't even fucking matter, because in the military, everything is merit based. So, for example, they can call me the Asian N-word and I don't even know what that is. But if I outshoot you, I outrun you, I outlead you, I'm going to be promoted higher than you.
So I don't think you like racism. I think you just like putting people in their place.
No, but then there's also a time where, like, when they start calling me that, just like how black people use the N-word with each other as a form of endearment, it's almost like I earned to be called a chink.
Yeah, I still don't think it's racism.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't think you mean racism.
Fine. I don't know. But that's I'm just trying to express how I feel.
I know. I'm just trying to clarify, just in case anyone gets it twisted.
Okay,
That's all.
fine. Well, I think racism is a huge family, and then there's different parts of it.
Okay.
Because some people will say the minute you say chink is being racist.
It is.
Because some people say a black person saying the N-word to another black person is considered racist too.
Some people will say that, yeah.
So I'm just saying racism is a big family.
All right.
Just second cousins, third cousins, fifth cousins, you know?
Okay.
And then you have the actual just mom and dad, brothers and sisters and stuff. So yeah, so no matter if you do good or bad, you're faced with that kind of stuff. And then you have to, and then there's a training before the training that makes the training not as fun as you would like it to be, because you think that you just pull up in like a Humvee and you're like, fuck yeah, there's the rope, everyone jump on, and then you put a knife in your mouth and you swing across, and then after you swing across, you're met with like 3 babes that can't wait to bone you because you're in uniform.
And they're wearing like camo print
bikinis.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's not like that at all.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Wait, what commercial was that in?
I don't know. It's just some military fantasy that probably everybody has.
Okay.
And then so yeah.
Oh, the chicks are there because you're so badass. They can't help but want to fucking fuck you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you do that, and then also so that's generally like the whole day. It's just constantly like lecture or training with a lot of running in between, with the one meal in between that you also have a chance to get fucked with, and then you go back to your squad bay. And when you go back to your squad bay, when it's time to shower, guess what? There's more fucking games. So you're in the shower, turn on the hot water right now, so everyone's like all the way. And then you're seeing steam and people are getting burnt. Turn all the way to cold right now. Oh, you want to move fucking slow? Fucking run out. So now you're running out with slippery ass floor. People are falling.
Naked?
Naked. Get the fuck back inside right now. And then so in phase 1, you really don't shower because you're just being fucked with. So you're sweating even more from all the moving. And then you have hot and cold water. Then you do put some soap on your face, and then you run out. Then they make you go back in the dirt and fucking do push-ups and burpees in the dirt. Then you run back inside. So by the time you hit the rack, it's dirt, soap, water, sweat, parts here. There are maybe a part that's clean. Most parts aren't. That's what you're like, and that's what you're just living in filth. But I get it, because you're trying to get prepared for war, you know?
Yeah. So they don't want you to be sensitive and be like, oh, I feel sticky, all of whatever.
Yeah, so you're fucked with all the way until then, and even until you shower. And then at night, the last thing you do before you sleep is you hydrate, and you have to drink, I believe, a liter of water. And then so everyone has, and you only have like a certain amount, like 30 seconds to drink the liter of water. So you pound. And then when you're done, to show that you're done, you put the empty bottle on your partner's head. So everyone goes like this. So if you're not done and you pour it over and water goes on this guy's head, guess who's kicking your ass that night? This guy's going to kick your ass. Oh, so you don't pour it on yourself, you pour it on someone else. So there's accountability. And then so everyone pounds it, and then you go to sleep, and going to sleep is an instant going to sleep. All right, lights out. So you have like a second to get into bed. And guess what? Oh, you want to move fucking slow? Get the fuck back out. Lights. So they turn on the lights.
Oh,
more
my
fucking
God.
games. Go in the fucking dirt.
You're going to kick that guy's ass for being slow.
Yeah. They go in, out, climb on the bed, climb back down, climb on the bed, climb back down. Oh, so you guys want to fucking play games? Then let's get the fucking boots back on. Put the fucking boots on the clothes back on. You put everything on. Like you're just oh, you want to move fucking slow? So we have this thing called foot lockers, which is like a big like wooden cabinet. Oh, so you want to play fucking games and move shit around? All right, everyone pick up your Foot Locker right now. You're picking that shit up. When you run down here, run over here. So every chance that you get, it's constant games.
Could you hear the other
Drill instructors?
Yeah, like at night, getting fucked with like other?
Yeah, you can hear other squad base. So in phase one, it's the most heavy games because you're a civilian and they really got to break you down, right? Phase two, so phase one is down in, for if you're a West Coast Marine, you go to, phase one is in MCRD, which is San Diego. Phase two, that's when it's all shooting based. That's when you go to Camp Pendleton. So you move squad base. And then when you're done, you go back to phase three, which is back in MCRD, San Diego, and that's where you graduate. So when you're a phase three, like there's this sense of pride. You're like, fuck yeah, I'm a phase three recruit. I'm already done being fucked with. I know all
Are you done being fucked with though?
Not completely, but you see the games that, because now by the time people are moving fast now.
Do you see? Oh, I see. Because they've been conditioned.
Yeah.
Are you in the same area now with all the other phases?
You still walk, like we march by each other and you see each other and you just see.
You could see the guy that you're like, oh, that guy's not gonna make it. That guy's gonna get fucked with. Oh boy, that guy's a sandbagger.
Yeah, like we're on our way to chow now, and like let's in phase three, you earned your right to go to church. So on Sundays you can like go to church on your own, and so like if you're like marching to church or whatever, and you just see people getting fucked with, you're like. Phew. So one of my close friends that you know, who's also a cop, he was phase three when I was phase three when he was phase one. So I actually saw him come in, and then I had because now we have a little bit slightly more liberty. I yelled his name, and then this fool just fucking straight ignored me. He was just running. I'm like, I get it, because the minute he looks at me, go, "What's up?" Woo!
So you did that on purpose?
No, I was just so happy to see someone from my hometown. You know, because like when we graduated,
smart guy.
Like when we graduated high school, like. All the people that were going to join the Marine Corps, we all knew each other. So we couldn't wait. So when I saw him, I called out his name. And if he went like this, oh shit. Now that guy is going to be like, oh, so is that your fucking butt fuck buddy? oh your butt
God.
Fuck buddy's here, huh? Then.
Would anything happen to you for yelling his name?
Well, I was phase three. So I have a little bit more leeway.
Okay. I mean, I don't know that.
No. Yeah. So I have a little more leeway. So it was cool. So that guy, he just went like that. But I did have as you know, I joined the Marine Corps with my best friend at the time, and so during phase two, which is a lot of shooting in Camp Pendleton, we have a buddy system because when you go to war and you go to combat, you always have to have buddies because number one, you can watch each other's back. Number two,
wash each other's back.
Watch each other's back.
Oh, okay.
Number two, the chances of survival are much higher if there's two people because the morale is high. You can keep each other in check. So one person's like, oh, I'm not gonna fucking make it. The other person's like, yeah, we're gonna fucking make it, man. We're gonna fucking make it. You can pump each other up, you know? So whenever someone has to use the head, which is the bathroom, you get to bring a buddy.
Oh, Lord. The fuckery that I can already see happening.
So me and my buddy, whenever we're gonna use the bathroom.
He's also Asian.
Of course, we're gonna grab each other because we get to talk in the bathroom for a little bit, you know, because
do you have to, it's mandatory that you bring your buddy every time?
Shadows, our buddy system, you have to.
Okay.
So of course we're going to grab each other. So the drill instructor, one time I think we asked to go to head, and then we probably called each other and we started going. The drill instructor was like, wait a fucking second. Why the fuck are both of you always going to the head together?
Why aren't you supposed to?
But why am I choosing the same guy every single time?
Oh, I thought you're supposed to go with the head. It's just anyone.
Anybody. You just buddy system means anybody.
Oh, okay. I thought buddy
Just the
system
second
was
person.
like you have that same person over and over.
Oh, no. It means like anybody just to have a buddy with you.
Got it. Okay.
So he sees that, and then you know,
and obviously you're the only two Asians.
we're the only two Asians.
Of course, it's gonna stick out.
And when you get interrogated, you say the dumbest things, right? Like even when cops pull you over, like, where are you going? You're like everything that you think you're about to say, it just feels wrong. You're like, going home. And you're like, why weren't you at home? And they're just being calm. It came work. And, oh, you work at 8? And it's just like everything. You're just like, yeah, you know, it's just like that. So everything that you say, you just feel wrong. So I'm like, you're like, why the fuck are you always going with him? And I was like, and I said his name. I'm like, that recruit, is this recruit's buddy, sir? And then he was like, fucking buddy, huh? And I'm like, oh shit, what the fuck does that mean now? He goes, I didn't know we have butt fuck buddies here. Guess what? And then back in the day, it was allowed to say the FAGGOT word. So he goes, so they said that. He goes, if you want to be the fajos, then now I want every single time you guys are going to be hold hands.
Oh my
So
God.
now, of course, we're being made fun of. So me and him, we interlock fingers. Well, if we first held hands like this, like, no, you know what I want. We're like, fuck. Because keep in mind, it's also very testosterone driven. So everyone wants to be an alpha, right? No one
Because this is all just males.
Yeah, and also no one joins the Marine Corps to show how smart they are. Everyone joins the Marine Corps because they're an alpha dog and they want to show everyone I'm fucking dope. You know, like when you join the Air Force, like I want to show people I'm smart. When I join this, I want to show people I'm this. Like when I join the Navy, I want to see the world. Like there's a certain culture that attracts certain people. In the Marine Corps, everyone's I'm a fucking Marine, motherfucker. So that's everyone's that has this. So I'm trying to still be this, and I hold my buddy's hand. He's like, no, you know what I want. We're like, fuck.
Ding, 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 ding.
And then so we start marching away as manly as we could with our hands interlocked. And he goes, no. He said the word again, fajos. No. That's not how they walk. They go, I want to see you guys fucking skip. So now we're skipping while with interlocked fingers with our fucking rifles like this. So the entire fucking phase
That's
2.
so fucking bad.
The entire fucking phase 2, we're fucking holding hands, skipping.
They didn't let you
every
stop?
single time we're using the bathroom. We're doing that. We're fucking doing that every single fucking time.
So it never ended.
No, not until we got back. Because in phase, so this is the brief that we got.
God.
The brief that we got in phase 1 was this. They're like, in phase 1, you're on MCRD, which is an actual it's Marine Corps Recruit Depot, right? It's like a base where there's a lot of officers and a lot of like legit stuff. Phase 2, we're going to Camp Pendleton, and most of the time you're living in the field. So they're like, you guys think you guys had it bad? In phase 2, we're going to be in the fucking field, motherfucker. Your asses are mine. So what they're trying to say is there's no officers, no Marine Corps attorneys, no one that's going to be able to come and save you. So the amount of shit that they want to fuck with you, that's when they really turn it up a notch.
Oh my God.
So like my buddy, he's super forgetful, loses shit all the time. And then, so one time he lost his glasses. He goes, where the fuck are your portholes? That's what they call it, glasses.
Portholes?
Yeah, because they're called like, portholes are the windows to a ship. And then since Marine Corps is Navy based, they call them portals. So like, where the fuck is your portals? Because I think we came out of probably like a swim exercise. You had to put them aside. He goes, this is really cool. Can't find his portals, sir.
Oh God.
And he goes, you can't fucking find that shit. So now you want to play games. So now what he had, they got his portals and they taped it to the ceiling, which is a tall ass ceiling. No one's gonna be able to grab it. And he goes, I want you to try to get that, you little frog. And then so he's jumping up and down, grabbing. He goes, no, like a frog.
Oh my
so he has
God.
to go like this. And he goes, I want you to hear ribbit. And he goes, ribbit. And he's doing this for hours. And you can see the other drill instructors, they're trying to hold their bearing. So they're like just covering their face and they're like
Laughing.
They love it. And then afterwards, they took it off, put it on his eyes, and then taped it, the whole thing around his face.
That's
like 20
his
times.
bad, man. Come on, like you're in stage 2. You should know better.
And what sucks is now I'm also holding the hands of the guy that has his team taped around his face. So I'm like, fuck, is this, you know?
And you pee a lot.
Yeah, and I pee a lot. And then,
Oh my God.
and then they're like, you know, like they're curious too, like, so you butt fuck buddies, huh? You guys go to the head together. I want to see how this shit fucking goes down. So now they watch both me and my buddy go into the bathroom in the urinals, and then we're peeing, and they're like, we're peeing in separate ones.
Are you still holding hands?
Yeah, we're
Can
still
you
holding
let
hands.
go? Oh
And then
my
they're like,
God.
no, we're about to let go to pee on our own. They're like, no. You know what I want. So we fucking hold our hands again. We're like, fuck. We're peeing in separate urinals. No. That's
Oh
not
my
sharing.
God.
So now we're peeing in the same urinal, trying to not piss on each other. Of course we do. And so it's just a ton of like, I guess people would call it hazing, but I actually really like it because whatever like mental wall or comfort
Or ego.
or defense mechanism or whatever you think you need or whoever you think you are and what those characteristics of yourself that make you who you are.
Or who you think you are.
Yeah, or who you think you are. None of that actually fucking matters.
Yeah.
So it ties back to like my first.
You're not emotionally riled by insignificant things.
Exactly. So when
or things that don't pertain to you.
Yeah, so when it ties back to the first time that I went into the Marine recruiting office, and I told this story before, when I knew there was the place when the guy was sleeping underneath his desk, I'm like, it just all like it was like the butterfly effect where like it all flashed before my eyes, and I get it now. I'm like, Marines are Marines because they don't give a fuck. Because ultimately, number one, the Marine Corps, in terms of Marine Corps like priority, is number one is mission accomplishment. Number two is troop welfare. I believe in the Army, number one is troop welfare. Number two is mission accomplishment. So for other branches, making sure the troops are good is number one. In the Marines, it's get the fucking shit done. And because of that, and I see how all that training kind of breaks all that shit down. You know, people that when they go do things, they're like, I'm not going swimming unless I have sunblock, or I'm not going to do this unless I have that. So people have a caveat to everything that they're going to do. And the Marine Corps, what it really prepares you for is you are the only thing you need to do to get something done. And so all of this bullshit of me holding his hands, playing all these fucking games, like I completely get it. And I actually love like every single part of it. And it really makes me appreciate the freedoms and liberties that we have as Americans and as civilians. And like, so that's why like, I actually really respect those countries where there's mandatory military service.
I'm sure they're not going through the same training you guys did.
Maybe not, but I think like I think Korea was like that. I don't know if they changed it, but I think it just breeds a different type of patriot and it breeds a different type of citizen. Because now like you're ready for the worst, but you pray for the best. Versus most people, they think that they're best. Like the people like I saw recently like Huntington Beach, they're suing the state of California because they're not allowed their beaches. And I just hear some of the people like they're be interviewed during like the whole quarantine thing. And then they're saying like, I know this is for our health, but what about the mental health? I can't have mental health without my beach. And I'm like, what about the people in fucking Oklahoma who don't have a beach? What about their mental health? Like you're attaching your mental health to a privilege that you have living in California, you know? That's what I love about the Marine Corps is that it kind of breaks all that shit down. Like you are in charge of your own shit and that's it. Don't blame anyone else for anything else. That's what I really liked about all that training.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds like honestly, it sounds like it was a cakewalk for you because of just your childhood and your upbringing.
It was not a cakewalk.
I mean, okay, well, it sounded like you were ready for it though.
I think I was mentally ready for it, but the part that I fucked up was Marine Corps boot camp is constant cardio, and I was just doing lots of bench and arms and stuff. So I was working out the wrong way. Like if I were to train someone to get ready for boot camp or any type of like military type of training,
that's the hard part. I was thinking mentally I think your mentality is way more important than physical.
That's true. I think my mentality was strong. I'm like, I'm not quitting no matter what. Nothing's gonna break me down. So at night, like I would hear guys crying and sniffling and stuff, and I'm like, that's not gonna break me down. The thing that will break me down is if you have to make me run too much, my lungs can't hang. I
mean, but that you can get over that in like a couple weeks. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
You could build your cardio up fairly quickly. Damn, that's fucking fun. I also like the story of when one of your drill instructors found out that one of the recruits, that he was a model. Oh,
yeah. So,
and that'll probably be the last story we share because then we got to wrap it up.
Yeah. So like, I forget how these, I know how these stories happen. So, as you get closer and closer to the end of boot camp, you have more chill time, and the drill instructors, they turn from gods to more like a really tough stepdad. So when we're out in the field, like now when we're eating, they'll start asking us questions like, oh, so what did you sign up for? What did you sign up for? And of course, we're still clowning you and roasting the fuck out of you along the way. And then one of them was like, what the fuck did you do? And he's like, oh, this recruit was a model, sir. And he goes,
Lord.
Like some things you just got to keep to yourself in boot camp because you're going to get fucked.
Yeah, why would you say that, dude? If it's super fucking testosterone-y and a bunch of meathead mentality.
Yeah, and they're like, a child model, huh? So
a child model is different.
So yeah, like,
oh, that's not even fair. Yeah. I would have said a child model.
Yeah, so you say child model. And then so at night you have this thing called Firewatch, which is they're the eyes of the platoon when everyone's sleeping. So you always have people on like 1 or 2 hour fire watches and you rotate, and it's a constant rotating system. So when this guy was on fire watch, they're like, oh, the model's on fire watch. He goes, the drill instructor highway is a catwalk. Let me see your shit. So now this guy's like,
Is that a runway model?
so he's like walking like this. And then like at first he's trying to march, trying to still be manly. Then he goes, no, you know what I want. Starts going like this. And then he goes, we have our flashlight. And he goes, let me see some disco shit. So now this guy's like walking, going like this. And this fool has like a reflector vest on. And he's just walking. It's just shining. He goes, let me see one of those fancy turns. And he has to turn around. And like everyone is like in their racks. Like you can hear those rusty ass like Vietnam racks shaking. Like everyone's that. And then you'll still hear the drill instructor trying to hold Barry now. Everyone shut the fuck up. So he's laughing. Shut the fuck up. Oh, you want to fucking laugh? Okay.
Oh no.
So two people are joining the model.
Why are they so funny?
And now there's another modeling crew now. The model it started with 1 to 2, and now it's like, teach them your fucking moves.
Oh my god.
So now they're all fucking going down like this. And the drill instructor just fucking holding on to their mouth and just fucking laughing the whole time.
Oh my god.
It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah. Well.
And then there's another guy. This last story. This is one quick one.
Fine.
There's this one dude. His name was Stutters because he always stuttered. And so, of course, when we needed things to be explained, they would call on Stutters to explain it. So like, please, Stutters, get the fuck over here. Please explain to the next training exercise. And so when hurry the fuck up. We go outside. We're gonna shoot
poor dude.
targets.
And it probably made it even worse that he's under fucking so much stress.
Yeah. So they're like, get the fuck out of here, Stutters.
Oh, all right.
But Stutters had a big dick, so it was cool because like we'd be standing there, our sulkies, and his dick tip would always just pop out. So he was really proud of that.
Okay, cool. Well, hey, well, but he got it where it counted. Hey. All right. Well, thank you so much for sharing those stories. That's super positive, I guess, from all of the shit that you guys were put through. I don't know what it's like now. I don't know how. Do you know anyone?
This
that's
is
in
back in the day. This is 2003.
Yeah, 17 years.
17 years ago. I don't know how it is now, but.
All right. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Bart's reminiscing military career, I guess. Bootcamp.
Just bootcamp. This is not even the rest of the
career.
military. This is just like within 13 weeks.
Holy shit. All right, y'all. So thank you so much to our sponsors and see you guys next week.
Bye. Shout outs to BlueChew for sponsoring this podcast. Use the code BEAW at BlueChew.com for a free shipment. You just have to pay for the shipping.
Yes. And thank you to Figs. Go to wearfigs.com to get 15% off. And it's for a limited time, so hurry up.
And don't forget to check out me and Ma Bear's Barbell Brigade company. We're apparel, supplement, and gym. And right now we are working on launching a full line of supplements from immunity support to performance greens to our creatine. So make sure you go there and check that out. See you guys next time.